Empowering English Language Learners is an educational video series highlighting best practices and resources to support diverse students in their classrooms, schools, and communities.
Seasons and weather. Right. Clouds. Yeah. Is this a cloudy day or not a cloudy day? No. What about today?
Yes.
It's very cloudy, isn't it? It's a gray day. Okay.
My name is Janelle Metzger. I'm the Executive Director of Water for Ishmael. Our mission is to partner with the local church to build a welcoming community for Toledo area internationals. We have a number of programs that teach English or help with English language acquisition from birth all the way up to grandparents. We have some after-school programming and a lot of adult education as well.
Can you tell what's happening?
Yeah, rain, no?
It's rain. Okay, it is rain.
One of the things I think we've noticed from a majority of our clients is that while in America we come from a very multicultural background, most of our students have come from much more monolithic cultures. And so they have deep appreciation for their own cultures, which we love to enforce and validate, but at the same time, they may not have any skills to appreciate other cultures, and not just American culture, but an Arab student with a Latin student with an Asian student. So having them learn to appreciate one another's backgrounds and cultures and the things that those bring are skills that our students need to learn. They're not necessarily things that they've grown up with.
And do you have a beach like this in Japan?
My city, no beach.
No, your city, no beach. But what about in all the islands of Japan? Do you have a beach like this with white sand?
So one of the things that we do is we, every year at our award ceremony, we give a Multicultural Friendship Award. So we look for those students who are making the effort, and we celebrate that. We also create a lot of relational space within our programming where students can share their background and their culture and make friends with people that aren't the same as them. Not just people who have been in this country for generations, but also people who are new like them, but from a different place and a different background. And we encourage them to share their experiences and the way they view the world. I remember one day, it was, I think, the Taiwanese Independence Day, and we had a Taiwanese and a Chinese student together in one class. That gave us a lot to talk about.
I don't like windy.
That's okay, you can change.
Some hair.
Oh, yeah. It messes up your hair. I agree, yes. See, they don't have to worry about it. So next person, okay?
Well, I think it's pretty easy. One of the things we do in our program is we have some time in between classes for students to interact with one another, and that's intentional for that relational space. So we can watch what's happening in that relational space. Are they sitting at a table with people who are just like them, or are they making an effort to maybe include someone at their table who isn't like them, or to even cross over and sit with someone else? When we pair them up intentionally, are we getting pushback from them, or are they leaning into that? Initially, we see the pushback, it's not comfortable, but the more and more they do that, you can see those skills develop. All of us know what it's like to try and learn in an environment of stress. And so anything that we can do to lower the level of stress in an environment is going to help someone learn. And so if you are stressed because you're brand new in a country and a culture and things don't make sense and you don't know what to do, and what if your kid gets sick in the middle of the night, and who would you call? If you have a person that you can call that you know will be there for you, if you have a person that cares about you and is glad that you're here, that lowers that stress level incredibly, and it makes space for learning. I think our students have a variety of goals. Some of them are just at the survival level. They've been through trauma, they've been through war, they've been tossed into another country, and they're just trying to figure out which end is up and how do I get through the next 24 hours. In time, that grows to bigger goals, and I think probably all of our students who are here long term are looking to the next generation. They want their children to be able to stand on their shoulders and to do better than they did. So that's huge. So for some, especially for a mom of young kids, her biggest goal might be to just be able to be supportive to her child in school, which means having the ability to do a parent-teacher conference without a translator, having the ability to help her child with basic homework. There's other people who have goals of work or better work. There are people who have certifications from their home countries that don't transfer here. So trying to figure out how to recertify and how to work at the level that they worked at before they came here. Some want to go to university. There's a lot of different things that people want. Language learning is not a quick process. It's actually very slow, and the lower the level that you start at, the slower the process. So to see a student that starts out not knowing the alphabet as an adult, that's pretty daunting. But if they're able to persevere and stick with that process, they can succeed, and they do succeed. I think we can't emphasize enough the need for just continuous encouragement, to not give up, to know that they're not alone.
This was a new word yesterday. Do you remember it? Frost. Frost. You had the beginning, you had the end.
For someone that wants to work with English language learners, I think it's really important for us to be learners ourselves and to be really good listeners, to hear whatever part of our client or our friend's story they want to tell. They may not want to tell their whole story, but to listen to the part that they want to tell, to listen to their hopes and their dreams, their frustrations, so that they can properly come alongside and give the actual support that they need. Sometimes we make assumptions about what people want or what people need. So it's really helpful to just ask them.
Usually when you're using it as an adjective, right? So it goes over here, C-O-L-D. It can also be a noun. Cold. The cold, yeah, last week was awful.
To learn more about resources for ELLs, including the Ohio Seal of Biliteracy and Each Child, Our Future, please visit the Ohio Department of Education's website at education.ohio.gov. This educational video series, Empowering English Language Learners, was made possible through the cooperation of the Broadcast Educational Media Commission of Ohio and WGTE Public Media in consultation with the Ohio Department of Education.